Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. We know that change happens in our life every day. We know that change is something that we can embrace within ourselves, that we can also see in the world around us, and even in our own environment. We see change in reflection of other energies that may come our way or that we may cross paths of. The one thing that you can count on is that the change that you notice, that you cultivate, that you bring into fruition, into a positive forward motion within yourself, will open up the guiding light that naturally lives within you. Like opening up your heart, expressing love, allowing higher vibrations of understanding and compassion, or maybe even empathy, pivoting your mindset with many turns. It's not just one time you pivot your mindset when you're faced with change. Because when you elevate to a position where you can see things on a broader view, maybe where it's not where change is directly affecting one or another, but maybe you see it in a collective type of manner where change is being enforced or illuminated on everything within the environment. And that happens, right? Something so simple that everyone takes for granted. Rain, snow, wind, sun, clouds, right? So those are all changes that occur that affect the collective, because if it's raining, then Mother Earth is being provided a cleansing, high vibrational spiritual bath, so to speak, by the highest realms, by the higher realms rather, where the clouds reside. So when you think about change, it's not always something that affects you directly, as an internal thing where you're looking at, oh my God, who am I? What am I supposed to do? What choice should I make? Should I be fearful of change or accepting of change? Should I open the door to change and say, come on in? And I would say, yes, you should open the door to change and invite it in. Because when change comes, it comes on a multitude of levels, in a multitude of cycles. And because we live in a cycle, within a cycle, as an individual cycle, amongst a whole other group of energy cycles, we all have a part to play, is what I'm saying. And when you allow change to be able to infiltrate on a positive note your structure, your frame, not to break it down, but to strengthen it up and to provide to you the inner courage that you need to continue, where your intuition is directing you, even though you've never ever been there yet. Because your intuition doesn't lead you to places that are going to be hurtful. Your intuition is your higher consciousness. And your higher consciousness is your direct link to source. And when you look at the many different hands that are lining up to meet you on your journey, then it makes change easier to embrace, to understand. Because our road isn't a straightforward road. No road is. For whatever reason, you have to make a diversion. Whether you bend to the right or you bend to the left, or, there's an obstruction and you have to build a bridge, right? To get to the other side, that's using your intuition. That's allowing positive change to come into your your visions in order to put motion and movement into how you can make a solution that will not keep a gap, but join the two together, right? So change comes in a multitude of forms. So when you're able to decide, is this change meant for me internally, or is it meant for me externally? Is it meant for me to observe? Is it meant for me to process, to proceed, to navigate through with a shifted mindset, with a higher perception or view? Those are all questions that you need to ask yourself when change comes. And change is, it's all the time. You can even say that change is time. So when I started this video, we were speaking about change. And now we're into this video and we're embracing change. So we've now just accepted, confirmation by the doggy, that change could be used positively when it's embraced for your highest good. And also, remember, always, that nothing ever happens to you, it happens for you, so that you can gather the value and obtain the growth and plant your seeds, nourish your land, right? Your internal body, your environment, your future, your path, your destiny. That's nourishing your land. And if the weather turns, then cover your crop. Right? What do they say? Use a burlap bag. It'll protect it from frost. Well, at least so they, claim. But when you think about it, you actually are making a difference, because everything vibrates and everything has energy. So when your clear intent is to embrace change in a positive form, then you've just alchemized whatever negative into a positive plus that would not only benefit you, but benefit the environment that you live in, or that you're putting the positivity toward. Because you could send positivity, you could send helpful clarity, wisdom, and knowledge to all the energy through your energy with clear intent, that they're able to handle the change that may be within their environment, understanding that change is a powerful tool that can elevate us when we decide to choose light, love, forward motion, and migrate in that direction, even when change may be something that leaves an unseen picture as far as what the future may have, right? Because each decision that you make comes with a whole new timeline. So we don't know what's exactly on that timeline till we get there. We envision the timeline through our achievements, our emotions, our movements, embracing change, and having faith that there will be positive outcomes. And that even if something seems a little shaded or shadowy, or maybe concealed by a veil or a cover, right? Because at some point you can't see, it fades into the distance. So you can only guess or imagine or assume or visualize what is waiting for you. And as you migrate closer, your vision is broadened, bringing what was once distant closer to you. And if you don't like where you think or where you find yourself, you still have the ability to pivot and change, to understand the value of what the lesson was that led you to that understanding, that road, that route, that choice. So don't feel that you're boxed in to any one path, one choice, one thought, one direction, because change is ever evolving to uplift us higher and higher. It's how we embrace whatever adventure is before us. I can't wait to hear your stories. I am quite positive that there are many, and that the levels and varieties of accomplishments or achievements, trials or tribulations, obstacles, being transformed and alchemized into challenges that are easily overcome, and the clarity and the wisdom and the knowledge to use your discernment and very strong intuition with your spirit team to help guide you on your way. Because change you can't get away from. It comes every single moment of every single day. Right? The way the planets move, the rotation of the earth, the energy in the cosmos, it all affects us. There's no way to get around it. So instead of being hesitant, fearful, disregarding, or thinking that it has no bearing on you, understand that through interconnectivity, everything has bearing on everything that is linked through the chain of energy. And everything is energy. Everything. You think of something. It's energy. It's all energy. Just what vibration does it hold? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So next time you see a rock, realize that that's a living object coming from the earth, or from the earth, if you will, and that its vibration is low, dense, right? Doesn't move, it doesn't get up and leave, it just sits there. But you're not a rock, and you don't just sit there. Although you are from the earth, your vibration, your frequency is higher because you have mobility. You have every cell in your body emitting, producing, enhancing your energy field. Because remember, everything about you, me, and even, Susie or Sally, Sam or Johnny down the street, right? We all are energy vibrating in human form. So use the energy in your brain. Use the energy in your heart. Align them together and rely on your intuition and trust your discernment. Or rely on your discernment and trust your intuition. It can go either way, because you know what? You're in charge. What do you perceive? I know that I perceive positivity, love, and light. And I know that I am a very high vibrating light essence, having a earthly human existence and learning as much as I can about all there is around me, the truth, the knowledge, the wisdom, and pulling all parts of me back, right here, right now, so that I can share every life I've had and all the tools that I've gained along each lifetime, right now with you. So when change comes your way, and it most certainly does every single day, raise your vibration, your perception, pivot your mindset, and see if you can't view what it is from a bird's eye position. See if you can't get more enlightenment, more clarity. Trust the direction you're going, because it is worth it. If it resonates in a positive, loving, high vibrational, exciting kind of way, that's you telling you that you are certainly on your path. So embrace change and see how far it could lead you into the newest versions or the original versions. The light essence of you, where you hold living, loving life as a benefit, an adventure, a challenge, an accomplishment, a journey, an enlightened growth, spiritual existence, right? Wherever you may find yourself. Love and light.